Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So I want to discuss winter heat. This is something that I've seen a lot of people talk about. It's these little propane heaters. And we went ahead and picked one up just a few days ago. We were doing some outdoor filming for our other channel, and you know, it gets kind of cold down here in Florida, believe it or not. And I wanted to test this thing out. It's actually not bad, but there are some dangers and stuff we do need to discuss because a lot of people's talking about using these things indoors. The fact is, it uses propane, and you really need to make sure you have it well ventilated. So this is the Mr. Buddy heater. Uses the 1 pound propanes. Lightweight. We picked this up at a local Walmart. It's 80 bucks. I had looked online on Amazon as well. They're 80 bucks. So went ahead and got one. These things are actually pretty warm. Let me move this propane out of the way here. And you got a low and high setting on this. This particular model does not use batteries because I thought I was going to need batteries for the pilot light. If it does, I don't know where you would actually change it out because there's no place for it. So there might be some type of internal battery. I haven't been able to find it because unless I take the whole thing apart. All right, so let's go over the knob up here. You got an off setting, a pilot, a low, and a high setting. So you got to get that pilot light to start up. You're going to put that in the pilot position. Hold down your ignition. Move it to low. And there she goes. All right, now that is on low. It produces actually a lot of heat on low alone. And then you also have your high, which also produces a lot of heat. I'll put this back on low right now. So with this, these 1 pound propanes, how long do they last? Well, they say you can get up to 5 hours on low setting. We got it up to about 4.5 hours, and that's all we got out of a low setting. And the high setting, almost 2 hours. No, about 1 hour and 20 minutes on high is what we're getting on this. You might have some different results, but that's what we ran into doing this. But on the low setting, it actually produces a lot of heat in a room. It really does. So, you know, roughly close to 5 hours worth of heat from one of these. One of the things I want to discuss though is the carbon monoxide. All right, this is propane, so it's using fuel. It is producing carbon monoxide. The operator's manual on this thing says to use in a well ventilated area, and I recommend that. I have seen so many comments and so many videos talking about using these things indoors. Now, can you use it indoors? Yes, but you have to ventilate. That's the issue. So you will be cracking open a window or cracking open a door because you can't just leave this in your house, seal it up, turn it on, and hope for the best. You got to have it ventilated. I know people will argue with me. Whatever. The owner's manual says use in well ventilated area. So that's all I'm telling you. If you're going to do it the other way, hey, that's on you. I know there's going to be plenty of people why use it all the time, and I'm fine. Best of luck to you, okay? I'm just telling you what the owner manual says. So my recommendation, make sure that you have ventilation. Move air around. You don't want to be stuck in a room that's sealed up with this thing running. You might not wake up. And to also cover my point, propane, right on the top. Burning propane gas makes carbon monoxide, CO. It is invisible, has no smell, and can kill you. Burning propane gas in a tent, camper, van, or other enclosed area can be dangerous. Use only in well-ventilated area. There you go. Would I recommend something like this for a power failure event? Yes, absolutely. But you got to be smart when you use stuff like this indoors, okay? One of the things I do like using, and we used it for many years, is kerosene heaters. They work great. They're pricey. They are, especially with the price of kerosene now. But hey, even propane, 2 pounds, $10 now. I used to get them for under $5. That's for 2. Yeah, so that went up. Now, right fast, I want to take the time, guys, and remind you about 4 Patriots. Should be a pop-up there. We recently did a review video for them on the 4 Patriots 1800 watt and the Sidekick. All right, so their sale right now is going up till November 30th, and then that sale's done. But I want to remind you guys about it again. When you purchase the 1800 watt solar generator, you do get a 100 watt solar panel, and they also give you the Sidekick, which also comes with its own solar panel for free. So link is of course in the description. As always, guys, you want to check that out. Hey, definitely do appreciate the support. Anytime you use our affiliate links, we make a small commission. You never have to buy through us. If you want to, you can go directly to the website and buy directly from them. But anyway, guys, that sale ends on November 30th, here in a few days. So I just wanted to keep you reminded about that. And we'll get back into alternative heat. So in our living situation, the wife and I, we have solar. We basically live off grid. We also use the electric heaters. All right, there's many different types. One that's been most friendly with our battery system is the radiator style heaters. There should be a pop-up there for you. It doesn't use as much power, but we also have these smaller space heaters. They unfortunately do use still a lot of power. We're talking about 16 to 1800 watts of power. That's a lot. The watts alone, our inverter handles it just fine. It's the amp hours required to run that. So with our current situation, we can only run our heat with that electric heater, that little small space heater. We can only run our heater for up to 5, possibly 6 hours. Just depends on how high we got it in the middle of the night. Yeah. So we got to build more of a battery bank for that. During the daytime, not a problem at all. We got plenty of panels on top of our roof. It does just fine. But unfortunately, during nighttime, it starts cutting off. Now, something like this, would I put that inside the cargo trailer? No. Well, we could actually, because we have ventilation in and we also have ventilation out. I installed intake and exhaust fans that we hooked up on a toggle switch board that we turn on. So we got fresh air coming in, fresh and air going out. So technically we could if we needed to. I don't like using things like propane and stuff like that in a small area. Even though we did install ventilation in that, we could do it. I mean, on low heat, almost up to 5 hours of heat, not bad. So it's just an idea, guys. Of course, we do have a wood stove and things like that, but with a wood stove, guys, we're not going to put it in a cargo trailer. Just no way. You got to install it correctly. All right, if you just take a wood stove, knock a hole in the wall, and run your pipe through it, you're going to burn down your house. Okay, they have specialized flashing that you got to put in there. Now, I've seen some of these flashings made to go in a window. That's actually a good idea because it's not heating up the material around the insulation and stuff like that. Those things are actually pretty cool. But it's something you got to look in and actually do research on. Don't just take a wood stove, throw it in the middle of your floor, and fire it up in your house. Just, all right, you got to do some research on stuff like this. But back to this, it is a nifty little item. Like I said, it's 80 bucks, it's $79 at Walmart, and also on Amazon, it's still the same thing. We're not affiliated with this. This is something that we picked up. We like the idea of it. It's great doing portable when we're going out camping and stuff, when we're shooting outdoor films at night, especially wintertime. It's nice. This thing actually does produce a lot of heat. Just set it right down. We have our chairs right on the other side of it. Produces plenty of heat. So I do like them. Just be careful with them. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.